AM 560. The Answer.
I think we need to call it for what it is. There is a legitimate reason to have a debate about things like migration. It went too far. It's been disruptive and destabilizing, and it needs to be fixed in a humane way.
Humane. I don't know. Is anybody watching the inhumanity perpetrated by the illegal alien?
But he's an illegal from Guatemala. He was found to be in possession of a handgun, so he's charged with certain persons forbidden to possess a pistol, and also has a hold with ICE. Yesterday, we arrested Juan Guerrera, who we can place at the scene through investigative techniques, and he's the one who fled from a vehicle in Baldwin County. And he is now in custody, charged with 3 counts of kidnapping first degree. I'm not going to get into details on how we were able to track these different individuals, but just simply that it's investigative techniques. But I also want to really emphasize how this case has progressed with the partnerships with our federal partners, the FBI.
See how nice it is when the cops work with the FBI and ICE. Randy, St. Charles.
You. Sean, love your show. Been listening to all your comments for years with Dan.
Thank you.
I really think the easiest way to handle this is voter ID, and then using a finger, or your index finger and a thumb on your voting card on your ballot. That way it can be cross-referenced, and the side benefit, we can catch all the ne'er-do-wells that keep leaving their fingerprints everywhere.
I like that, but I also think, when you realize what the technology has brought to us, think about how many more people would participate.
Absolutely.
If you could do it the way you bank from your phone, and you need a finger or a face to get in your phone, and the record is somewhat private. Now the government doesn't have it, but you get a receipt. There would be validation. I mean the future and what it's provided, the way in which we can already bring legitimacy to an illegitimate system, is the way to do it. Just do it.
Yep.
And as I said,
any way we can.
Of course. And have Visa do it. Have American Express do it. And everybody goes, oh, they're biased. Oh, but Crook County isn't? Crook County isn't. They've been stealing elections for 150 years. Thank you very much, Randy. I appreciate the call.
Thank you.
The logic. Thank you. Rich, Indian Head Park. Oh, we got Rich on a bad line. Hold on, let's get him. Rich gets a good line or he doesn't get one. That's how it works. Rich was going to talk about abolishing ICE. Well, there's a reason you want to abolish ICE. Because the Democrat mafia benefits, as Jesse Jackson and the Chicago Democrats benefited from the drug distribution, from the illegal skullduggery that is called their cities.
A new report shows the number of crimes involving undocumented people in the state of Tennessee broken down by county. News Channel 11's Ethan Offit took a closer look at the numbers and spoke to a local district attorney about what they really mean.
The 2025 Tennessee Immigration Report details how many illegal immigrants were charged with a crime per county across the state. With the second most reports in our region, Sullivan County's district attorney says a higher number is a good thing. Each law enforcement agency across the state received a public Chapter 1008, arrestee citizenship status, not lawfully present, or unknown form.
I just want to play for you. Decent states, not run by mafias. They are cracking down on the crimes perpetrated by illegal aliens. Rich, Indian Head Park.
Hey, Sean, can you hear me?
Now I can. Go ahead, babe.
All right. Here's a question that I have, and I just don't understand it. All these people that are running for Congress and the Senate, why do they want to abolish ICE? What is that going to take care of?
Whoa,
wait. Make the make the city and the counties safer in the states? Why do they want to abolish ICE?
There are only Democrats.
Can you explain it?
I am. There are only Democrats that want to abolish ICE. And the reason they want to abolish ICE is the illegal alien criminal is a useful idiot to their schemes. Whether it's robbing from entitlements, whether it's frauding school numbers, whether it's frauding health care, Medicaid, or paying rent to their mafia landlords, it is only a one-party issue that wants to protect predators, drug dealers, gangbangers, and scum. And it's the same party that's been doing it since you were in uniform, kid. It's the Democrat mafia. And that's it. So it's not all the people running for Congress. It is specific to Democrat scum areas.
Exactly.
And
That's what I meant.
Well, the reason is, since Barack Obama opened the floodgates and the dimwit in diapers fell asleep, they stole trillions. Thank you very much for giving me an incredible segue that I didn't know would exist.
Now that Operation Metro Surge is ending, many people are wondering what is being done about all of that fraud that got so much attention before the immigration action. Tonight, a major break in one of the most complicated Medicaid fraud schemes in the state. Here's Lou Raguse to break it down for us.
See, it's only complicated in Minnesota. In Chicago, it's called the Transportation Company.
Lou?
Julie, people following these fraud cases might have heard of fraudsters billing Medicaid for non-emergency medical transportation, driving people to appointments. The Attorney General's office has been working on a $2.6 million fraud investigation that they call Pit Stop 66, which stands for Provider, Interpreter, and Transportation.
So let's get this straight. When an illegal alien or a protected status alien who got here yesterday calls, they get a ride for free. They get an interpreter for free. And they get health care they don't deserve from Democrat health care providing thieves and scum.
The top defendant in that fraud case is now helping prosecutors. 4 groups of people are charged in the $2.6 million Medicaid fraud case known as Pit Stop 66. The recruiters, the drivers, the interpreters, and the providers. First, the recruiters, led by Nasro Takal, who just pleaded guilty, sought out Somali Americans living in Faribault, willing to travel to the Twin Cities for medical procedures they may or may not need.
Now, by the way, when it comes to Chicago, replace Somali with Democrats. That's all you have to do.
Connected with drivers, billing Medicaid for non-emergency medical transportation services who allegedly double-billed, overbilled, and phantom-billed for the trips. Interpreters billed Medicaid for claiming to help the clients communicate with medical providers, and at least 3 different legitimate Twin Cities providers, a chiropractor, an acupuncturist, and a psychologist, all pleaded guilty, admitting they helped facilitate the fraud by signing the paperwork.
So they're scum, too. Doctors, MDs, chiropractors, psychologists, and psychiatrists, all in on the scum. And the good news is, the Trump administration, being made up of businessmen, they know exactly how to end it. Just pay the whistleblowers a percentage of the money that's being stolen. This is going to rock the world.
You do have some news this morning for us. I think it might relate to what we've seen in various states around the country and maybe with DOJ and elsewhere, but there's a new initiative from the Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network for whistleblowers that can actually be compensated if they come forward. Why wasn't this done before? It seems like a no-brainer.
I don't know, Joe, but it's very exciting. I think it's going to be a great way to ferret out waste, fraud, and abuse, starting in Minneapolis, which has been ground zero. So we are encouraging whistleblowers who know about fraud, people who are stealing from the American taxpayer, to come forward. At Treasury, we're setting up a website, and we will be giving rewards up to 10 to 30% of the fines that we levy.
Think about that, Chirac. So if you're a decent person and you've gone along to get along because you need a job, maybe you got a spouse with a cork on his fork during Thanksgiving because he's a moron and can't work, so you just shut up and you went along with the Democrats, 10 to 30% of the fines. Start ratting. 312-642-5600.
Marxists, socialists, and communists are not welcome on the Sean Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.
If you